Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, how did it even get to be Wednesday? Furthermore, how did it even get to be my son's 11th birthday today? Oh my God, I woke up and was thinking about it and I was just like, oh my God, how have 11 years gone by so fast? So I'm really on a roll today, you guys. I actually have not done a live video in quite some time, and I really wanted to talk about that today, along with a couple of other things that are on my mind about recreating ourselves and why it's a must, in my opinion. Number one, for those of you who follow me, know that I have gone through a pretty big change in my life in the last 7 months. Thinking about my son's birthday today really got me thinking about recreation, rebirth, new things, perhaps a new you, if you will, and a new me. Because all thoughts, I guess, generate within ourselves, right? Like if we see something and we're like, oh, hey, that's cool, I want to try that. Like we are supreme beings focused on me, I, right? But it doesn't have to end there. Like a lot of us are a member of an amazing tribe of uplifting, powerful women who support each other. We're cheerleaders for each other, and that is amazing. But I will tell you that it hasn't always been like that. You can really position yourself that way with the people you surround yourself with, or you can position yourself not that way. And you may not have even thought about it. I know I've posted a lot about change your mind, change your life, and people either totally embrace that or they roll their eyes. The whole point is that it really doesn't matter to me if they're rolling their eyes, and it doesn't matter to me if they embrace it, because each of us is really responsible for ourselves. And I don't mean it doesn't matter to me, but what I mean is if I don't get a like or a comment or a heart or whatever it is, I really don't have time for that. Like I am focused on living my very best version of life, as I hope you are as well. So when we recreate ourselves, and you guys, seriously, I think about the statement, well, who does she think she is? You know what? I'm me. I'm doing me, and you do you, and we're gonna do just great there. And hey, ladies, thanks for tuning in. So there's no judgment here, and there's no, well, who does she think she is? I'm like, hey, go girl. If I see somebody having success, and I don't care if it's you running a 5K for the first time, maybe you've lost 5 pounds, maybe you're getting married, and maybe you're going on a vacation that looks absolutely fantastic. I'm excited for you because I love to think positive thoughts and I love to cheer for other people. I don't judge anymore. And what I think it is each of us grows mentally as we age, or at least I hope we do, because I also know there are those people who do not. However, you have the choice to change whenever you want. You also have the choice to recreate yourself whenever you want. And I will speak about that from a place of knowing. The reason for that is yesterday on Transformation Tuesday, I made a post about my health and wellness journey. Now, a lot of you know that I have been a long-time Thriver. I have used the products. It will be 5 years in November. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a truth here, guys. There is no product in the world that's going to do the work for you. Now, the Thrive experience has absolutely changed my life in so many ways. It helps me wake up and literally jump out of bed. And at 46 years old, that's amazing that I can jump anywhere, because I know what it was like before I started this product, and it was a bad deal for me. But it does not control what goes in my mouth. It doesn't control, what goes in my mind. And believe it or not, all of the things that we put into our bodies make a difference, whether we have good health and a good mindset or not. So what I really wanted to talk about today, and as I've used the Thrive experience, I've found what really works for me in terms of eating, in terms of helping me be the best version of myself. And there's no comparison on anybody else's journey. I am really just here to live my best life. And let's face it, you guys, we all have an expiration date. We don't know when it is. All we can do is live the next 24 hours as full as we possibly can, go to sleep with happiness in our heart, and wake up again, feeling full of gratitude, jumping out of bed, eager to meet the day, and doing it again. I mean, that is what a great life is, in my opinion, is that we'll have many, many days like that, but we don't know what that is. But in the process, I was really taking a look at myself, and my situation and where I live is a lot different than many, many people. But yet it's the same, because we all get the same 24 hours. We all get the same 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And I always call that 365 days a chapter in my book of life. And I have to be honest, the last 45 years of chapters, they were great. Don't get me wrong. I have a good life. I have a great husband. I have an awesome son. I love our ranch life. But I wasn't doing the best at creating myself. Like, I was putting my true best interests on the back burner out of fear. Yeah, fear. And fear is the thing, I think, where the word change comes in. When you are looking at changing something in your life, the fear creeps in because you're not looking at what you have to gain. You're looking at what you may have to give up, or what behaviors you may have to change, or things you may have to leave behind. And honestly, those things aren't serving you, because you wouldn't be looking at changing if they were. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I talk in circles, but it's just what I do. That's what held me back for the longest time. And I feel like, in terms of my health and wellness, losing 45 to 50 pounds, whereas I'm kind of hovering in between there, that's not an easy feat, you guys. And I know that some people look and they're like, oh my God, that's awesome. Good for you. What did you have to do? And I'll tell them. And I get an honest answer of, well, I can't give up my beer. I won't give up my beer. Well, I'm not going to not eat sugar. Like, I'm just not. That's your choice. We all have a choice on what we want to do in this world. But I know from the things that I was going through that I needed to recreate myself. And, who does she think she is? Well, I don't think anything. I know who I am. I know where I want to go in life. And I know that the path that I was on was not leading me there. So I needed to open myself up to learning something new, to not having the fear of letting go of old behaviors, and I needed to embrace a new way of living. And that really was about changing me. I can't worry about changing the world, if that makes sense. And I want to read something to you guys really quick. I found it yesterday, and I was like, yes, this is what I'm trying to say. It's on goodreads.com. It's by C. Joybell C., whoever that is. But I totally dig this, and I hope you can understand this, what she says, or he. I don't even know who this is, but I'm going to read it to you because it really touched me, and it really made sense to me, and I'll tell you why after I read it. Don't try to change the world. Just change yourself. Why? Because the whole world is only relative to the eyes that are looking at it. Your world actually only exists for as long as you exist, and with the death of you includes the death of your world. Whoa. Therefore, if there is no peace in your heart, you will find no peace in this world. If there is no happiness in your life, you will find no happiness anywhere around you. If you have no love in your heart, you will not find love anywhere. And if you do not fly around freely inside your own soul like a bird with perfectly formed wings, then there will never be any freedom for you, regardless if you are on a mountaintop removed from all attachments to all mankind. Even the mountaintop cannot give you freedom if it is not already flying around there inside your own soul. So I say, change yourself, not the world. Whoa. I don't know about you, but that just made so much sense to me. And it's like, oh my God. And you're not being selfish for saying that, because think of it this way. If you change yourself, in essence, you really are changing the world, because it starts small. I know me making a change with the way I shop, with what I cook, with the meals I make, things like that, I've changed my family. I mean, for crying out loud, Shane lost 25 pounds with me just not buying certain things anymore. He still eats some things that I don't, quite a few things I don't, That's what's happened for him. Our son asked for like a watch, not an Apple Watch, but a watch where he can track his steps and his movement every day. That is a progression of change. That is a recreating of our family dynamic. And it was because I decided to change myself. So in essence of this, I was thinking about a phoenix, and you guys may or may not know what a phoenix is. And I actually delved in a little bit deeper about what a phoenix is because it really kind of goes along with this. And I knew it was a mythological creature. I know it's in history and all that. And I've heard people talk about rising from the ashes and all of that kind of stuff. And I didn't really understand what it was. But basically a phoenix, every so often, and it isn't in respect of us because it's like every 500 years or whatever, but when they sense an ending of a certain era in their life, they basically go up in flames and they come back as a younger, better version of themselves. Now, we all know we can't turn the time back. Like, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be 25 years old, even though I feel like I'm 25 years old. That's not going to happen. In age-wise. It can happen up here though. It can happen in my heart and being active and excited and playing, taking a part in my son's life, playing with him, having an imagination with him, helping him learn. I think we all have the opportunity to recreate ourselves. And in essence, it isn't us changing the world. We're changing us first, but it does change the world, if you ask me. And, for all of you that are watching that, I've had a ton of messages from many of you watching and a ton of messages from people who aren't watching at this given moment. But what I will tell you is I say this very, very frequently. Whatever it is, maybe you're perfectly fine where you're at with your health and wellness, with your weight, with your status in life, with your marriage, with your whatever it is. But if you're not, if there's any area of your life that you feel like you want to change, you want to recreate yourself, you want to rebirth in whatever it is, you can have that. You just have to make the decision. You have to figure out what you're going to do, but you have to take the leap off the ledge. You have to go for it. And for what I did is people are always like, well, how did you do that? And I'm like, I just did not do it. And I know that doesn't make any sense probably to any of you out there, but whenever you make a big change in your life, it's either going to be the best change of your life or it's going to be the worst change of your life. But I think it has to do with up here because change is inevitable. Our world changes daily around us. We have no hold on that whatsoever. We can't change the fact that our children age every day. We age every day. We can, however, change how badly we age. Through our diets, through, what kind of stuff we allow in here. And believe it or not, you guys, your mindset has a lot to do with your overall health, as does your gut health. Like it all is together. I never thought about these things before. And perhaps now that I'm older and who does she think she is, doesn't live here anymore. Like I'm me and I'm doing me. And if you don't like me, then go do you. Like, or please go do you anyway and like me and we can support each other and be cheerleaders for one another. And hey, we can even be in the same tribe of uplifting, inspiring, motivated women because there's really not a lot of time for anything else in this world. And that's just my opinion. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And speaking of a recreation, a rebirth, all of that, I'm kind of not going to stop with just my health and wellness here. Obviously, I went back to my natural color. I cut all my hair off. I'm trying something totally new with my horses, which is to come yet. I'm not sharing that a whole lot yet. We are just doing a whole bunch of changes overall, and I'm not done. I'm creating some new things and excited about it. I'm still working on my advanced master's class for health coaching. It is the hardest thing I've ever done, you guys. I'm not going to lie. It's terrible, but I'm going to do this. I set out to do it, and by God, I'm going to do it. So, I think whenever we're excited about life and we have things to look forward to work towards, because you guys, nobody's going to give you anything in this life. You're just not. And if it does come to you easily, you're going to have to work hard either to hold on to it or to continue to grow it. And I think that's really kind of my message today, is that you can recreate yourself anytime you want, no matter what your age. You can learn something new. You can try something new. You can be somebody new, and it's exciting. Because you only have one life to live, and how boring would it be to live the same life? Like I said the other day in my Facebook or Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, hop over. I said, don't live the same 24 hours, 75 years in a row and call it a life. Please don't do that. And I know people who do that. I'm not going to be one of them though. We need newness. We need excitement. And I don't care if it's something small, even on your own place. You know, maybe you're a rancher like we are. It's stopping and taking time to go walk through the Badlands with our son and look for dinosaur bones. Or maybe it's taking time on his birthday to go shoot some prairie dogs, or to go rope the dummy, or he got a new flute. Maybe it's a Native American flute. Maybe it's taking time to listen to him as he stumbles through learning it. Maybe I'm going to cook something tonight that I'm not going to eat. Right? It's all good. It's all good. It's all part of life. So with that, you guys, I'm going to leave you. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Hope you're having an awesome day, and we will chat again soon. Take care. Bye.